is greening up, and it's been a nice week of some rain, so maybe it's time to get to work in the garden, some landscaping, different things like that. This is the weekend to do it. It will be slightly on the cool side, especially if you've got that wind. We could see that wind accelerate as the front continues to push south. We could get some wind gusts out of the north up to 30 miles per hour. So we're going to have the sun. It's great news, finally done it. But the wind can start to pick up. It's making it feel a little bit chilly at times. But this evening, still pretty beautiful. We're going to watch the temperatures drop a bit faster than they have the past couple of days because the humidity's gone again. We're in the 60s now. We'll be in the 50s by about 8 o'clock. And it's going to get chilly overnight tonight as we drop eventually to those 40s. In the River Valley, we're in the upper 60s. Fort Smith is sitting at 70 degrees right now. But we're going to fall to the low 60s by 9. And then by 10 o'clock, I think we'll be in the 50s. So it'd be a cool start tomorrow morning, but barely a cloud anywhere across Arkansas. Should be a beautiful day, Oklahoma included. Barely a cloud out there unless you're way out in the panhandle. But mid to upper 60s expected in northwest Arkansas, very similar to this afternoon. In the River Valley, mostly clear skies. I think there could be just a very high thin cirrus cloud somewhere, but that pretty much will be about it. Here's a look at futurecast. We're going to keep those northwest winds on us as we go into your Sunday, and then eventually they're going to start to pick up a little bit more throughout the day. So they calm down for a second, and then they'll pick back up. But really nothing headed at us other than the wind, and that wind should keep us a bit cooler, even though we have a lot of sunshine expected. That northwest wind starts to try to cool us down just a touch. But overall, what's next? The weekend looks fine. Yeah, a little cool, a little windy, but at least we're sunny. We're going to keep this stretch of sunshine for a while. In fact, into much of next week, we're talking about the sun keeping up, and eventually that northwest wind will die out and we'll get that south wind, and we're going to warm up. We've got 80s planned for next week, at least later in the week. But then also later in the week, we could start to turn unsettled, and it has to do with the jet stream. We've got a big dip over us right now. It's been sitting over us for a while, giving us scattered showers over and over again. But as we get into next week, we're going to be watching this slight jet stream just towards our south. There's kind of this bowl shape, upside down bowl shape. And when that happens, you can form these little storms that form up in Texas and Oklahoma into Kansas and then drop south into Arkansas. It's honestly more of a June type pattern that's going to be trying to head at us. And so we're going to be watching scattered storms develop. Usually with these, we can get some wind and sometimes some hail, but the tornado threat usually is a little bit lower. But when we look towards the end of next week, there could be a good round Thursday night into Friday morning, and maybe another isolated storm there towards Saturday. But that's still a couple days to work on and try to figure out the forecast. But until then, enjoy the sun. You're going to love this evening. Might get a little cool out there. I know it's nice now, but we're going to get a little bit colder than we have been these past couple of evenings, so make sure you bring the jacket. But at least we have the sun, at least through Wednesday.
At least we have the sun, because this week, I mean, it's been a jury this entire week. I was like, are we ever going to see the sun? Finally, it's here. With, of course, the chief is going to bring the good weather, as we all know, per usual. Thank you so much, Matt. Well, coming up in sports, the Diamond Hawks, they have